Hello everyone, I am Sonal Balpande and today I will be briefing you about the R Studio and R programming. See why R programming is used is it is mainly used for the data analysis purpose. It is a free and very widely used by the statisticians. Actually, the main function of the R is it is used for data analysis and visualizations at as many types of graphs can be plotted. Here we'll see about it. Here what you can see on the screen is the environment that is R Studio. Now R Studio it is used as a IDE that is the integrated development environment for the R language. It is here you can see the panel. The complete panel is divided into the four parts. The first part it is used for writing the source program and we save it by using a file name .r. So R script can be stored using file name .r. You can go to the file, you can create a new file, make it R script and you can store it with .r extension. Another thing is about the second panel. Here this is called as a console. If you want to execute a single instruction, it can be executed over here. Whatever types of variables which have been created in our script or on the console can be seen in the environmental window. This is an environmental window where you can see all the variables which have been created. And the last panel here you have the details about the file, the plots you will be plotting, the graphs can be seen here, and the packages if you want to install can be the packages which are already installed can be seen in this panel. Here now if you want to install any package, go to tool and press install package. If you write install package and if you mention the name here, say for example mask and press the install button, that package will get installed. So this is how the package can be installed in the R Studio. Now if you want, as you are starting with the first practical and you want to create the new folder, so for that you have to go to the file, go to the new project. In the new project, select new directory, new project, select the path where you want to select and give the name and then create a project. I have created here the first project so it can be seen over here. So this is how it can be done. So this is what we have seen how the R Studio looks like, how it has been divided into the four parts, how to create the R script and how to create a project. Whenever we are working, it is always better to confirm what is our working directory. So for that you have get working directory. This will give you where you are working. Now if you want to change your working directory, it can be done using set working directory and you have to specify the path here. Okay. Now the thing is how do we execute the statement here? Fine. Here see if I have here I have made a variable first and I have given the value 5. Now, if I want to execute this first line itself, right? So I can select it and press run. Or what I can do is select it and press control enter. See, as I have pressed control enter, fine, you can see this variable has been created. So it can be seen in the environment. As well as in the console, you can see that the statement has been executed. Now, if I want to run the complete source, first is created, a variable has been created with some value 5. It has been printed and you can see the class. Class is it will show you the data type of it. So it is a numeric. Now even if I make here 5.5, you can see I'll select everything and I'll run. It is 5.5, still it is numeric. So we have a numeric as a data type. Now if I want to make it an integer, then I have to make 5L and then execute it. Now it is of type integer. The same way we have numeric data type, we have string as a data type. If we have a string, then it has to be in the double quotes. Now let's see a program. See here we have here it is just showing you the different types of arithmetic operators that can be used with the R programming. So I have assigned the value. Either you can use equal to sign or you can use a less than and hyphen sign to assign a value to a variable. So here I have A and B as 16 and 3 respectively. And different types of operations have been performed on arithmetic operations have been performed, that is plus, minus, multiplication you use asterisk, division it is slash, integer division it would be used like this, exponent this sign is been used. If you want to find the modulus, this sign is used, that is double mod. And this is a program written to see how it has been executed. And if we execute the run, we get the output. So this is how a variables can be created, can be assigned a value, and arithmetic operators can be arithmetic operations can be performed on it. So these are the few of the basic operators, arithmetic operators. The same way we have the logical operators which can be performed on the variable. Now let's see a very regular program of a Fibonacci sequence which you have been learning from the first year, how it can be done using the R programming. See here the two values are assigned. I told you earlier also either equals to sign can be used or you can use the less than and the hyphen sign. After that, as we know, the Fibonacci series is what? What is the Fibonacci series? That is, it will give the addition of the earlier number. So if I execute this, see if I want, let's see if I want the first 5 number in the series to be printed. So this is how it will be printed. Fine. So to get this as the output, how do we do it? First two number are been assigned here. If else, that is the same way we have it in the other programming language. Fine. If it is less than 0, that is if you want it only for the, if the number is is valid, please enter the positive number and you start finding the Fibonacci series. If the n term is equals to 1, so the Fibonacci sequence is just n1, else you have to keep adding the two numbers and show the output. Fine. So this is how the program can be executed. If you want to create a new script, just go to the file, take a new file, and here you can start writing the new program. If you want, you can adjust the screen as per your requirement. If you want to reduce the size or increase the size, that can be done over here. If you want to clear the content of the window, just use this broom to clear it. Here also same way it can be cleared. So that's it for today's session. In the next session, we'll be seeing about the vectors, matrices, and the data frame. Thank you.